Yo, what's up guys, it's Lun-Gi. So today we'll be taking a look at another Apodrakosis combo. So this one actually uses the Voiceless voice engine, and the decks actually work pretty well together because you can search for the Apodrakosis ritual monster using your Voiceless voice engine. So we'll just take a look at a one-card combo featuring Low. So we'll just go through the usual route, but when you summon your Skull Guardian, instead of searching Sauravis or the ritual Saffira, you will search for your Apodrakosis ritual monster, because he's your one card combo with the Apodrakosis engine. So just activate him, and then we'll get the field spell effect. So you banish one, you dump one, and you add another one to your hand. So you're always going to be adding the dinosaur one to your hand, and then you special summon the other dinosaur from the deck. The reason being is that your negation is the dinosaur continuous spell card. That's the one that allows you to negate monster effect activations. Alright, then you use the second effect of the field spell card to summon back your other level 10s. Then you can overlay them, use the Dino's effect, get the continuous spell card, and then you can end your turn. So Skull Guardian's negate is a hard negate, which means it destroys. So after you destroy a card of Skull Guardian, you can actually trigger your ritual monster's effect, and then you can tribute your level 10, and then you can destroy 2 cards you control, and then put continuous spell cards up to the number of cards you destroyed. So up to 2 of them. So you want to use your dinosaur's effect, because each of them gain this effect to negate. So after you negate with the dino's effect, you'll tribute the dino, then you'll summon your ritual monster, and then you can blow up 2 cards. If you've used these cards, you can actually blow them up, because they don't really do anything like on the field, and then you can actually get them back on the next turn anyways. So you could just blow these up, doesn't matter. And then Varadra's also is able to negate something. If you want to destroy, you have to detach two materials, and that is the 1 card combo. So 1, 2, 3, 4 negates. Yeah, 4 negates. Potentially 5 disruptions if you choose to put this one face up. I like to put the Macrocosmos this one face up, but sometimes you can put this one face up. It allows you to bounce a card, which means it's up to 5 interruptions with just normal summoning Low, which is like insane. So anyways, let's take a look at some gameplay. First matchup is up against Branded. So this is a pretty long game. We're going second against Branded. They have a bunch of starters and extenders in their hand. So we have Imperm, but with Branded, it's typically just better to just hold it, unless you see an opportunity like now. But somehow he's still gonna make like a very strong field. Branded just does too much. So they summon Masquerade, who isn't really a threat, because you can summon like multiple level 10s with one effect to just beat over him. So you don't have to pay that much life points. So here they summon this absolutely broken new Lad fusion. This card is like crazy, but it's once per chain, so you can kind of cheese it out, and it's mandatory, so you can just activate a bunch of like useless effects you don't need. Alright, so now he's tapped. Alright, no more negations because his attack is under 1,000. Alright, then we just go for our Apodrakosis combos. He's got Veiler in hand, but that's not really going to do anything. The only card that really does something is like Ogre. Ash on Ogre, Ash on the ritual monster. Alright, so we've got 4 level 10s on the field. And then we activate our continuous spell card so we can negate. So your ritual monster will trigger if you destroy any card, any monster on the field. So even in battle, summoning him during the damage step is actually the best thing to do. Alright, see there, we summon him in the damage step. Alright, so he's got Mercury to prevent us from summoning this guy back. Alright, so we negate, then he Veilers. So Vela does do something, but he's still on the field for the next turn. So we've got 2 disruptions against these multiple cards. So he decides to attack him, which is kinda... It's okay because he had this to protect, but he still has to deal with this card. And he doesn't have his battle phase anymore. So he just does a bunch of branded stuff. Alright, we try to negate this parter. Alright, so then he goes for Lobelian. Alright, so our life points are pretty low, 1400. So we need to be careful about putting stuff in attack mode. So he continues to do branded stuff. He summons Chimera to try and destroy our cards. Right, for some reason he didn't destroy the ritual monster. I don't know why. Alright, so we shuffle the dino back so we can get back our continuous spell card so we can negate stuff. Since this is a soft once per turn, I think if you remove this and put it back, you can use it again. Alright, so we were lucky enough to draw into our Voiceless engine, but we should have played around the Bysteel. Yeah, so we misplayed there. Usually you want to play around the Bysteels by not using this as cost for the, not cost, but not using it for the ritual summon, using some other card in your hand, one of your level 10s. Then you can't get Bysteeled. Alright, so here he's going to make a mistake. He's going to continue to do branded stuff. And then Sauravis is kind of useless against branded. But we needed something in defense mode so we don't lose life points. He's going to make a mistake because he's not going to read all of the cards. All of his cards are getting banished because of this. Yeah, he's doing branded plays. So he attacks, but we can make his attack 0. So he takes 3/8 to the face. And then we can summon back our other ritual monster, and then we can put this card back again. So we can actually use the effect again. Alright, so he stops our dino. So I think he maybe forgot that he's only on 500. So he's gonna get rid of this, but it doesn't matter. Alright, gets rid of it, but we have another one in the extra deck. So it's all good. Now he's got a bunch of chump blockers on the field, but he still has this card in attack mode. Alright, so he's got like insane advantage over us. Now we're just gonna do voiceless stuff. So we actually have enough to do like full voiceless combo. Alright, get low's effect. He's got nothing that can stop us. Summon back our boy because we 2 or more cards were sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard, so we can summon him for free. Alright, so we just attack over his attack position monster. This is 4-1, this is 3k 11. So GG. Next up, we're going up against Momento. Yeah, this is like Fiendsmith Momento. So he ashes Prosperity, which is fine. We try to check his hand, but then he uses Gamma's brother, Delta. Right, we have low, and he doesn't have any more hand traps, so that's full combo. It's pretty crazy, honestly. I think you have to play Apodrakosis with the Voiceless voice. And I think you have to play Voiceless voice with Apodrakosis. I think the 2 decks are going to be merged in the meta. It might even be prudent to play like a 60 card version, because like it's like the engine is just so big. I'm playing 41 cards, and yeah, I'm playing 41 cards, and there's only 6 to 8 like non-engine slots, which kind of isn't enough, and it can be a bit difficult to side. You do have 1 card combos, so I think a 60 card version might actually be better. So I think I might actually change it to 60 cards. Alright, so he doesn't actually have anything because all of his cards get banished, so we can literally just sit on this, and then he can do all his combos, and then he can't actually make anything because all his monsters on the field will be banished after they get destroyed. So yeah, we just sack him with this card, pseudo macro. So next up is against Tenpai. So we go first against Tenpai. He has 2 imperms, So he makes a grave mistake here. Alright, we must play again. We kinda coulda played around buy steals if we just used this first and gone into this engine to get a level 10 in hand to sack for the ritual summon. Kind of playing into draw, but that would have played around the buy steal and giving us a full combo. Right, continuous spell card, we summon the Dino and the others. So we use the Dino's effect. We don't pop this because he has Imperm in hand that we saw. So we want to keep it dead. Alright, we summon back our guy. We use his effect to add back the Dino. And then we can special summon the Dino. And then we can overlay. Right, so this will give us two disruptions. Alright, so he negates Veradras. But it doesn't matter. Because he's in main phase 2, so that means his monsters are vulnerable. We shuffle back, negate, and then that's GG. Right, so then he surrenders. Alright, last game is against the Ritual Beasts. So they go first. We have an Ash for them, and I guess that ends their turn. So he sets Book of Eclipse. So I guess the idea with Book of Eclipse is that if your opponent chains Veiler or something to your Ritual Beast monsters, then you can just flip them face down, and then the target is face down, so the effect will resolve. I think that's the idea. So we try to kill him here. He goes Eclipse, which allows us to draw 3 cards. So he's definitely losing here because he's just too far behind in advantage, and we can just like keep on negating his stuff. See, GG. I think he probably should have used this Dark Ruler first before trying to use his monster's effect. But anyways, alright, so this is the current working deck list. So I was playing 1-1-2, but the thing is with the field spell card, you have to choose 3 monsters with its first effect. So if you can't choose 3 monsters because you drew one of these, then you can't actually activate the field spell at all. You can't even put it face up because it's a mandatory effect. So if set rotation ever goes back to 3, you can actually use this card to give to your opponent because they won't be able to activate it. So I had to bump these guys up to 2, which is why the deck is slightly over 40 cards. So you have to play 2. Drawing them is not like bad, like crazy bad, but it's kind of awkward. You have to be exchanging cards, and things have to be like moving forward for you to be able to trigger their special summon conditions, which makes them kind of bricky, to be honest. Yeah, it does make them bricky. So yeah, you don't really want to be drawing them, but you can use them as cost to play around buy steals, which is also like a plus if you draw the Voiceless engine. I kind of want to play Diviner of the Herald. I want to play Diviner of the Herald. I want to play Prepep. I want to play a second copy of Skull Guardian. So I think a 60 card version might actually just be the best thing. And you don't have to really worry about drawing this engine, because as long as you see the Voiceless engine, you can actually see these cards, which is really good. Might actually swap out Extravagance for Prosperity, right? Swap out Extravagance for Prosperity, or maybe play 3 and 2. Yeah, so this version has been pretty consistent, but you've got a bunch of like one-offs which don't really help you out. So I'd like to actually, buffer the deck by adding more cards, and I think a 60 card version is worth going for moving forward. So 2/2/2, 1 Old Man, 3 Saffira, Ash, 3 Low, 3 copies of your Searcher, 100%, 1 Sauravis, 1 Skull Guardian, Talents, triple Extravagance, 1 of the Ritual Spell. You can actually recycle this, so it's not too bad to only play 1 of it. Cold, 3 copies of your Searcher, 3 copies of Barrier, 1/1/1, because you can just recycle these, and then 1 of the Field Spell because it's not actually a starter. So playing 3 copies is not like, it doesn't make your deck more consistent. And also, if it's in the graveyard, you can use Old Man to shuffle it back, which is pretty nice. Same with these guys. If they land up in the graveyard, Old Man can shuffle them back, which is also another bit of synergy. 3 impermanent, 1 copy of your Radiance, the Voiceless. Extra deck, you don't really use these other cards. If your opponent's playing like Dogmatic or something, then you can dump these cards for advantage and to pop their cards. So it's nice to just include there. Triple Gustav Max. 3 Varadras. This is the guy that you summon the most. You'll rarely summon Dynamondo unless they negate your guy. They negate your guy, and then you can't summon low. Then you'll make Dynamondo with him and a level 10, and then you can summon him back the next turn. So that's pretty much the only time you'll be summoning Dynamondo. Little Knights, Masquerena, and then Anima. And yeah, this is like the working side deck, which you can mostly ignore until the deck actually comes to the TCG. We'll be getting this pretty soon in the OCG, and yeah, I might do a profile on these cards. Depends. But yeah, I'm really feeling the 60 card version of the deck. But anyways, deck is really fun to play, really strong. Low is a super 1 card combo, crazy 1 card combo. Even if they stop low, you've got like, if you draw this or draw Saffira, it's basically the same thing. So it's very resilient. You can play second with just the engine, which is like nuts. You can break your opponent's board with just the engine, which is insane. Definitely a power buff to Voiceless Voice. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will be seeing you soon.